What's going on, guys? Rob at 3 Strong. Tonight I want to talk about the shoulder. Recently I've had a client who's starting to get some shoulder pain doing the overhead press or bench press, and it was these types of movements that would actually aggravate it. Many times if we have some sort of shoulder impingement, it's really the quick fix, or the best way to kind of identify if you have a tendency towards shoulder impingements is, what is your posture? And so this is a person who tends to have rounded shoulders and a more rounded posture. So we need to get them out of that position. So instead of the kind of palms in, internally rotated, shoulders rounded, we need to open everything up and kind of alleviate some of that. So if you are rotating in, shoulders rounded, you're going to squeeze the shoulder blades back and twist out. So what does that look like when we're actually doing an overhead press, and why does that get aggravated? Well, I'm going to talk about that. When you're doing an overhead press, sometimes when it gets heavy, you can compensate by letting the elbows flail out, and we get this kind of 90-degree position here. A lot of the photos you see, like the fitness photos for like 24-hour fitness and those stock photos, you see this position for the overhead press. To be perfectly honest, that is a crap position. You do not want to be in that position. It is not stable at all. It's going to ruin your shoulders. Don't even do it, okay? Listen to Coach Rob. Coach Rob knows. So you're going to get out of this chicken wing position, the skydiver position, whatever you want to call it, and you're going to tuck, almost like you're holding something underneath your armpits at the bottom. Everything is going to be nice and tight. Elbows are tucked in and forward, not exaggerated, but just close the space in your armpits, push the elbows forward, and that is a very solid position to push from. That's where we start. And so what this person was doing, that example I was using for my client, he was having that impingement issue because as he was bringing it down, those elbows were starting to flare out, and that was really giving him a lot of pain in the front of the shoulder. So the fix was pulling in, closing that gap in the armpit, and that really kind of alleviated some of those issues. If we look at the position, so this bad posture, that internally rotated, so notice how my palms are facing back, shoulders are starting to push forward. If I'm in this position, that's kind of what I get into. I'm rotating forward. If I tuck my elbows in, notice how I'm starting to rotate back. I'm opening up into that position. Okay? That's what we want. Bad position, good position. See the difference, guys? Okay? I'm not going to flex into the camera anymore. But anyway, if you're having shoulder impingement issues, get out of this skydiver position here and get into this nice and tight and tucked position at the bottom, and that's your focus. Elbows tight and forward at the bottom, chest forward, locked out at the top, tuck those elbows in at the bottom. And if you're having shoulder issues, try that. Maybe it'll fix the issue. Maybe you'll be pressing without any pain, okay? Sometimes it's not that you're broken, it's just your technique needs to be changed a little bit, okay? See you guys tomorrow.